Just a few years back, small pickups were dead until Ford brought them back. Now, as once before, these practical and affordable vehicles are on the rise again, and one of the best on the market is the 2024 Ford Maverick. Today, we will expose this truck's biggest pros and cons. What makes the Maverick strong? Number 5. The size, or more importantly, the lack of it. American cars in particular always had a reputation for being massively oversized and overweight behemoths on wheels. Just remember the obscenely sized land yachts from the 60s and 70s. Now we are on our way into the 21st century, and the story continues. Modern pickup trucks sure are worthy of the word truck in their name. That's because they are competing with 18-wheelers when size is concerned. But what if you do not need a semi-truck for your daily commute or cargo carrying needs? Once again, Ford comes to the rescue with the Maverick. Starting in 2022, the Mav is some years into the production run, but the 2024 model is as fresh and modern as they come. Ford did not make any drastic changes for the new year. And why should they? The Maverick single-handedly brought back the small pickup market back from the dead, and it is as good as it can be. It is a real and usable pickup truck, combining the utility with the practicality and benefits of a smaller vehicle. But why does size matter? And is smaller better? In the case of a small pickup truck, the answer is yes, because there are some undeniable benefits when everything is packed in a small package. Number 4. The weight. One of the most important benefits is weight. Modern vehicles, to put it more politely, are a bit overweight. When we say a bit, we mean a lot. Maverick's big brother and well-known American icon, the F-150, weighs more than 5,000 pounds on average. That is 1,400 pounds more than the Maverick, which tops the scale with an average weight of 3,600 pounds. And with this kind of strict diet comes some benefits. One of the most important is the increased efficiency of the vehicle. The EPA estimates that hybrid variants of the Maverick are good for 42 miles per gallon city and 33 miles per gallon highway. The non-hybrid is rated for 23 miles per gallon city and 30 miles per gallon highway with front-wheel drive, and 22 miles per gallon city and 29 miles per gallon highway with all-wheel drive. These are some impressive numbers, not too long ago reserved only for the environmentally conscious ecomobiles. And here we are talking about a pickup truck. Another benefit of slimming down is that it makes the vehicle more nimble and enjoyable to drive. We are not suggesting that the 2024 Maverick is a sports car, but it sure feels more alive on the road than its big brother. Also, we must mention one more potential benefit: the increased reliability due to decreased wear and tear of the components, which do not need to battle a constant losing battle with the laws of physics. Number 3. The engines. We already mentioned the impressive MPG numbers the Maverick can achieve. Responsible for this is not only the weight, but also the fact that Ford used some top-of-the-line tech when building a modern engine fit for the purpose. In our humble opinion, the best power plant for the Maverick is the 2.0-liter inline-4 turbocharged gas motor. Good news for 2024, this engine comes as standard. Despite its tiny size by US standards, this motor is capable of delivering 250 horsepower. Pair that with the 8-speed automatic gearbox, and you'll get a small pickup that can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 6 seconds. Yes, there are quicker cars out there, but this is a pickup. It might be sold as small, but let's not forget that it is more than 16 feet long. That is more than 5 meters for our Freedom unit. Considering the MPG numbers, this pickup truly can become the jack of all trades and every man's vehicle. And we mean every, because even our avocado and soy salad-loving friends can pick a Maverick with a hybrid drivetrain. It consists of a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated inline-4, assisted by 2 electric motors, producing a combined output of 191 horsepower. It also comes with a CVT gearbox and has very good gas mileage. That is about all that we have to say about it. Number 2. The looks. Of course, the looks should not be considered a top priority when choosing a pickup, either large or small. But let's face it, Long gone are the days when a pickup was just a truck to help on the farm. The 2024 Maverick is one of the best-looking things on the road, mostly due to the fact that Ford's designers knew when to stop designing it. Therefore, it is not over the top. Good proportions, nice clean lines, no unnecessary design features, or kinks, creases, and strokes that make the car look like unfolded origami. We also appreciate the fact that the Maverick did not just copy the front end of the F-Series. Yes, it looks similar to the big brother, and one would not assume that it was produced by a different manufacturer. But at the same time, the Maverick looks unique. It plays its own game, and for that, kudos to Ford. Number 1. The price. We are truly glad that Ford made that small pickup truck thing count in the marketing and financing department also. What good is it when it is called small, yet the price is far from it? Not in this case, because the 2024 Ford Maverick is the most budget-friendly truck on the market today. The base trim starts at just $23,815. Yet do not expect much for that price, as the vehicle comes almost bare bones. But it gets better from here, because better trims are not that much more expensive. The well-equipped XLT is also well under $30,000, starting at $26,315, and even the top-of-the-range model will set you back less than $40,000. To be honest, we do not know how Ford managed to pull that off in today's economy, but we presume that some high-end economic gymnastics were involved, or it is just witchcraft. Either way, we can't complain, because this is truly a remarkable deal, as you get a lot of truck for the buck. What makes the Maverick weak? Number 3. The ride. Remember when we praised the benefits of lightness because it produces a more lively and nimble ride? While true, Ford might have got a bit over with the suspension setup of the Maverick. For sure, it is way more nimble than a full-size truck. But perhaps due to the lightness or incorrect suspension setup, the ride is too bumpy. Of course, it is not so unbearable as in some other contenders on the market, namely the highly off-road-oriented Jeep Gladiator, but it is also far away from the industry-leading handling of the Honda Ridgeline. Number 2. The hybrid. We did not have much good to say about the hybrid. Doesn't mean we can't say anything bad about it. First of all, the power level, 191 horsepower. Come on, Ford. Surely you could do better than that. In a world where hybrid powertrains compete with some V8 in power and performance, a 191 HP strong hybrid is way past its due date. And once again, let's not forget that this is not a small vehicle despite being marketed as a small pickup. But we understand. Not everybody is a racing driver at heart. Some folk just need a good and reliable ride with decent fuel economy. And that is perfectly fine. What is not fine is that Ford decided to do all of us dirty and paired the hybrid powertrain with a CVT transmission. A drivetrain renowned for killing driving pleasure all over the world. If you don't know what a CVT is, here's a quick piece of info. It is the same type of transmission that some tractors and those funny-looking scooters use. And those aren't exactly known for being a blast to drive. While providing truly outstanding miles per gallon, the performance is only mediocre, and driving pleasure is non-existent with this transmission. So in our book, it is a big no. Except if you're into hypermiling and want to break the world record for least fuel consumed in a pickup while experiencing the least amount of joy possible. Number 1. Towing and payload. What good is a pickup that can't tow? Ford didn't ask when designing the Maverick. In fact, the towing capacity is one of the major weaknesses of this truck, and even a possible deal breaker. While the payload is rated at 1,500 pounds, and is pretty decent and more than enough for day-to-day use, the tow rating is a laughable 2,000 pounds. That is unacceptable, as there are family SUVs that can tow more, let alone pickups. To make things seem a bit better, there is a special optional package for the turbo model which ups the tow rating to 4,000 pounds. Now, while still not impressive, this number is more worthy of the pickup truck name. Yet the problem is that the package comes as a costly option. So while the standard kit comes at a reasonable price, if you want Ford to make your pickup a pickup, you need to pay extra. Nice move, Ford.